One Tappa Shakalaka. That's what I really wanted to name this. That's because I'm giving you a build that is equipped with 4 weapons that all give you the ability to take down NPCs in one shot at all ranges. Close up, medium, and at range. When you do, you can get almost half your armor back. That's right. One shot from this pink machine will take down an elite and give you 500,000 armor on kill.
What? Did we just become best friends? Yup.
Stick around if you want to take a crack at running this really fun off-meta build, because I'm going to show you how to put it together using items you probably didn't expect. And we're starting right now. Armor on kill is the most efficient type of heals in this game, no doubt. The attributes themselves take the least amount of space on your build, for one, and being able to get your armor back instantly can be the difference between life and death, especially if you like moving quickly through control points, the summit, and missions. This can be used for legendary, but this build is ideal for heroic because it gives you the ability to stick and move inside pockets of highly concentrated enemy activity and come out alive with 45% armor on kill. And when it comes to DPS, there is nothing faster than one shot, one kill. So this build mashes 2 of the greats together to give you one of the most efficient killing and healing machines you can have.
So anyways, let's get down to the nitty-gritty.
First, let me show you how we're going to get crazy armor on kill, up to 45% or 500,000 by killing an elite with one bullet. And we can get more, but I stopped there. Starting with the mask, I'm giving you the System Corruption gear set. The gear set gives you 15% armor on kill when you have 2 pieces equipped. It also gives you disrupt resistance, insta heals, bonus armor, and increased weapon damage with that bonus armor as well. You need 4 pieces to get those perks, and to be honest, I haven't found a good use case for a 4-piece build yet. It can be good in PvP, but for PvE, I find the 15% armor on kill to be the most useful. As you can see on the mask, I have crit chance throughout. I'll get into the crits thing in a bit, but we do need to have maxed out crit chance for this build. System Corruption is a Dark Zone exclusive gear set, and you rarely see it offered outside of the Dark Zone. PvE players, don't you worry, you don't have to go into the Dark Zone to get this gear. Most of us got a full set in last season's reward track. If you trashed it all, you might have the components to craft this at the crafting station. If you're new to the game and don't have this gear, then you can also get it by farming season caches or legacy season caches. I put out a video highlighting that, and I'll drop a link for you here and below in the description area. It covers how to max out on System Corruption gear. If you want to run this build today and you don't have this set, then go with a 2-piece Spellstone instead. You will have 10% armor on kill instead of 15% here, but you will have 1% armor regen, which is also cool, especially when you're hunkered down. Just be careful how much armor you put on this build, as that will diminish your weapon damage. I have 1.1 million armor, and that's a nice place to sit. My knee pads are the second piece of System Corruption. We have armor and more crit chance. Now the gloves are a named pair of 511 gloves called the Death Grips. I actually really like these gloves. I use them a lot, or try to at least. Now, 511 gear sucks, I'll just be honest with you, but these gloves are the exception. There are also DZ exclusives, but the good news is that they are pretty easy to get without ever going into the Dark Zone. Ever. Sometimes the DZ vendor will sell them, that's rare, but you won't be able to buy them unless you get DZ credits from going into the DZ. So if you don't like that, then watch this video I put out that shows you how to farm named item caches to get all you can eat, high quality DZ loot to fill your stash to your heart's content. Getting back to the Death Grips, these give you an additional 10% armor on kill. They have armor and crit chance on them. So right there, we're getting 25% armor on kill. That's 275,000 in armor that comes back instantly. This build is made to chain kill, so even when you're on your last leg, you will get to full armor in no time. 4 bullets to full armor. This frees up your skills, so you don't have to run a healer drone or whatever. I'm running the decoy and the attack drone to keep the NPCs busy. This way I can be sure to nail my headshots. Now, I need you to spy this pink monster. It's the Police 686 Magnum replica. It has one of the highest base weapon pistol damages in the game. It might be the highest non-named, non-exotic pistol in the game, in fact. I'll have to check on that. I crafted this one last minute, so my rolls aren't awesome, but as you can see, I'm still one-tapping elites. So I rolled damage to targets out of cover and put a 10% accuracy mod on it. That's because it's very, very important you hit your mark. You will be highly rewarded if you land the headshot, in more than one way, I mean. You must have preservation as the talent. When you kill the enemy, you will get 10% armor on kill over 5 seconds. If you get a headshot, you get 20% armor on kill. That is simply amazing. And in this build, you'll be proccing that on the regular, and most of the time with a single bullet. And when you do, you'll be getting 45% total armor on kill. We're not just using this pistol for armor on kill, however. We're also using it to activate the chain killing effect for our other weapons as well. We don't need to use it for that all the time, but when we're coming off of a cold run, then this can get the fire going. My usual go-to for this one tappa build is the Regulus exotic pistol you can get from the Iron Horse raid. I'm not using it here because I want the extra armor on kill if I get in a pickle, but the Regulus does hit harder and it is really good at controlling the crowds. That's because it causes an explosion on kill and you can keep that going all day long. I know many of you don't have that gun, so I didn't want to make it an emphasis in this build. Plus, the armor on kill is part of this build's tactical strategy. The orbit is also a good option if you want to proc for crits. So, how are we getting this beast to one-tap elites? Well, 2 ways. The easiest way is with this exotic holster called the Dodge City holster. You can get this by completing the open world quest. You need to see Anaya for this, clear control points to get the components, and then square off with some enemies at high noon in front of a coffee shop. Then you can craft it. You can get it pretty easily. It's special because when you holster your pistol, it builds stacks that give you, hear me, 1,000 weapon damage and deals headshot damage to anywhere you hit. And with this build, I was able to get over 23 million weapon damage. And as you can see here, I have no armor and 1 kill gets me to just about half. Pretty neat, huh? Finally, your pistol can actually be useful as a secondary weapon. If you get in trouble, rush your pawn, or in need of armor, elite or not, just pop up this bad boy and boom shakalaka. Earlier, I mentioned that this pistol can also be used to kick off the chain killing action, if you need to, or just to keep it rolling. That's why headshots with this pistol are important, because if you can land them, you will keep the party going. The primary weapon for this build is the named 1886 rifle called the Virginian. It has perfect boomerang. And when you crit, you have a 75% chance to return that round to the mag. The next shot, however, delivers 50% increased damage. I rolled 10% damage to targets out of cover. I did a full-on Virginian build not too long ago. I'll drop a link below so you can check that out. And that build is all about power. It stops everything in the tracks. My goal for this build is try to retain as much of that power as possible while giving this armor on kill payment in kind. This is also a Dark Zone exclusive weapon. Again, farm the named item caches if you don't have one of these, or use the unnamed 1886 variant and put on boomerang. You don't want to put on preservation on this rifle because you will lose the damage you need to get the armor on kill with 1 shot. I tried it, you still can kill, but it wasn't for me. If you decide to go that way, you'd want to lose the gloves and put on more damage there to compensate. That's another way to go. And as you've been seeing in the gameplay, this takes them down in 1 shot, no problem. There are enemies and bosses that need a couple extra rounds, but it's never really a problem. So when you get a kill with this beast, you're getting 25% armor on kill. The chain killing helps you keep your armor full nicely. This build reminds me of Hunter's Fury in a way. It's sort of like Hunter's Fury, but for rifles. And what I mean is that I actually don't mind if my armor drops. I'll sprint to the enemy knowing that he will take it down, and that's because I have the confidence I will get it back up once I smash him in the head like a Super Mario mushroom. And if I'm getting swarmed and need to thin the herd, I introduce an NPC to this exotic shotgun called the Sweet Dreams. This has the talent Sandman, and one melee attack to a non-elite kills them. The cooldown is only 15 seconds, so you can use it all day long. And when you do, this is giving you 25% armor on kill. So far, we have 3 weapons that can one-tap to kill an enemy, as well as give us instant armor on kill. And all 3 of these weapons I'm using all the time throughout the gameplay. They all serve a purpose both defensively and offensively, short range and mid range. And for the long range, I give you the TAC 50. You need to equip the sharpshooter specialization. That gives you access to this powerful marksman rifle, as well as additional weapon handling and headshot damage for your other weapons. The chest piece is vital for this build. I'm running Providence for the headshot damage. I have headshot damage throughout. It also has repair skills, but I wish that was crit chance. I have Headhunter as a talent. That's what allows us to chain kill. When I say chain kill, I mean 1 bullet kills to multiple enemies in a row. There's nothing out there that can do this for this build except for Headhunter. So we need all the crit chance on this build to get Boomerang to activate on the rifle. And we need the headshot damage to boost the Dodge City holster damage output and to proc Headhunter to max. When we do, we get 1,250% damage on our next weapon hit. And if we're using the pistol, that combined comes out to be 2,250% damage on our next weapon hit. In the range, we're getting over 17 million with the rifle. And with the pistol, we're getting over 23 million. So the pistol hits harder thanks to the holster. In case you're wondering, crit damage isn't the best idea for this build. We don't have the slots to add a significant amount in the first place. And since we're chain killing with Headhunter, we're always going for headshots. Headshot damage is 100% guaranteed on hit. Crit damage is only 60% chance, and it's a chance. And with Headhunter, you're counting on that 1 bullet. And if you rely on crit damage, there's a 40% chance you won't hit at your full potential. So with Headhunter, it's the first kill that matters. We don't care so much about after kills. The first kill you want to be at max damage to set off the chain of events. The backpack is Ceska. It can also be Providence. The one I have is perfect. It has crit chance and headshot damage. I'm going with Vigilance. Again, we only need the max damage for the first headshot kill. After that, the added damage is just a nice to have. I'll show you the stats for the rifle. Again, we're looking for max crits and over 150% headshot damage. And the pistol, we want over 150% headshot damage also. The armor on kill on paper is lower than what really happens when we proc preservation. That gives us almost 500,000 on kill. The deflected shield is not anything like other shields. It uses the enemy's attack against them. It's the Aikido Jiu-Jitsu of shields, and it's both really fun and intense to use. I put together the perfect build for it, so you can take it into legendary and heroic strongholds, solo or in group. Tuxedo out.